And the way this game works is you gotta be sharp, man. That's just it. And a lot of people around us, the majority, are struggling mentally, emotionally, physically. And if you're strong in one area, be that beacon of light. It could be joy. If you're just a joyful person, just be joy around people and you'll remind them of joy. If you're a strong person, say you don't have that much joy, but you have strength in you. You have the spirit of strength. Be that beacon. Show people how they can be strong, right? If you have wisdom, if you have knowledge, show people you have knowledge and wisdom, and that's your strength. That's where you win at. And you can show people they could also win there. If you have a big heart and you have a lot of grace, show people they should have grace. We are just seeing a dying breed of modern day men. We will feel the effects of the weakness more and more. Strong men maintain structure, but put females in that position and you will eventually see how it holds up long term. Women can never teach men on how to be men. Sad truth is, majority of women are not wife material. They honor their career more than their man. They may be cool, fun, outgoing, nice people, but that doesn't mean anything in a relationship structure. They were never brought up to cater to a man, only themselves. Women are not taught to be a helpmate for a man's journey in life. They're taught to live for themselves, and eventually they will find a man to help them with their purpose and their journey in life, career, or whatever it is. And this is where that structure is false. That's a false structure, right? And what's so funny about this is the devil always goes to the woman as a strategic offense attack to bring down the entire foundation. It's a foundation, right? And guess where the devil goes first to destroy that foundation? To the woman first. And that's where he went in the beginning, and it looks like that's where he's gonna always go to, even at the end. The devil always aims for the woman and tells her things like she can be like God, right? And she could rule over herself and do whatever she wants, and everything's cool, and you know, whatever, right? The devil always goes for the woman first, and you will see it play out. You know, you will always see it play out. But that's how this game goes. And you know, while we keep going forward in time, we're gonna see eventually, you know, all these generations of women kind of like transition to choosing themselves long term, and we're gonna see the effects of, you know, what shifts have caused the effects that's eventually gonna come. You feel me? Meaning, we're gonna see a lot of, you know, less families, less structure, and you're really gonna be able to see, you know, the difference between someone, a person trying to do it by themselves, and then someone, you know, having a system. Everything's a system. Having a system and seeing, you know, what works or what doesn't work. And we already know what works and what doesn't work, but people just want to keep playing with the system. It's a generational curse. Honestly, it's a generational curse. People just want to keep doing the system over and over again because, you know, their mom went through some shit, or they're bitter about their dad, or this and that, the third. But just know that everything has structure to it. If you follow the structure, and obviously if you have a person that, you know, nurtures you, cares for you on both ends, female, male, and y'all try to do the structure the best way, it's gonna work. Of course, no one's gonna get it perfect, right? But it's a structure. We all need structure. Everything needs structure. The man needs a woman, the woman needs a man, the kids need both. But now everyone want to do it their own way. So, you know, choose wisely. And it's not a game to bring kids into this reality too. It's not. Bringing kids into this reality should not be a selfish thing, because eventually those kids will be adults one day. You're creating adults. You're creating real humans about to live in a society that's gonna influence it. But when I talk about this, people get into extremes. It's not about getting into extremes. It's about what is right and meeting people where they're at in these ideas and stuff. You feel me? And yeah, a lot of women eventually gonna have to ask themselves one day, and hopefully it's not too late, because you know, I know a bunch of I've seen a bunch of females in their 50s and their 60s going, yeah, I should have married that one guy I had a relationship with when I was younger. He was the one, and I would have had kids, and I would have loved being my age in my 50s and 60s, taking care of kids and having a family, and you know, blah blah blah. But some of these women, they chose, you know, the man's world. They wanted to prove to themselves that they don't need anybody but themselves. And eventually you're gonna get that reality. You're gonna be by yourself. You're gonna be by yourself. So this is some game for y'all, but yeah, man, there's levels to this. So we're gonna have a different discussion different day about something else, and it's gonna be good.